Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again in this YouTube astrological segment. I'm going to be giving you my Pisces November 2019 horoscope forecast, part 1 of 2. And yes, this does apply and pertain to the sun, moon, and ascendant. Anyway, people, first thing up is, well, as far as November goes, the sun will be in Scorpio from the 1st until the 22nd. So the 9th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, there could be a strong concentration of energy, focus, and attention on philosophy, religion, higher education, in-laws, grandchildren, expanding horizons, global communications, religion, anything 9th house related. And given that this is, we're talking about at this time, we're talking about Scorpio energy. This may be done with a lot of emotional intensity, a lot of passion, a lot of incisiveness, a lot of probing. And there might be very transformative energy connected with this. There could be a strong focus on transforming one's philosophy, one's religion, but just be careful that it's not about indoctrination at this time. And given again, that this is, Scorpio energy, this could shine the light, so to speak, on a Scorpio in-law or grandchild. It could be a Scorpio sun, moon, or ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Scorpio characteristics. And anyway, well, as far as November goes, the sun will be in Sagittarius from the 22nd until the 30th. So the 10th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, there could be a strong concentration of energy, focus, and attention on one's career, status, recognition, notoriety, the dominant parent, which is often the father, stature in life, social status, getting exposure, success, authority figures, attaining a position of authority, even business. Now, given that this is Sagittarius energy, this may be done with a lot of exuberance, a lot of expansive energy, a lot of enthusiasm. It could also be done with a lot of jocular energy, done with a lot of philanthropy, and that could be in benevolence, and especially in matters perhaps with the dominant parent again, which is often the father. And it could also be too in career related matters. Now, we're talking about Sagittarius energy and the 10th house. Well, this could shine the light, so to speak, on a Sagittarius sun, moon, or ascendant dominant parent, which is often the father. It could be, again, a Sagittarius sun, moon, or ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Sagittarius traits. Now, at the same time, this could also be given that the sun can be connected with the dominant male figure. This could be a dominant male Sagittarius figure. Again, Sagittarius sun, moon, or ascendant person, or one that embodies those characteristics that might figure prominently in your career, your status, your public image, your reputation, and in your success. And a lot of this, whether it's person's beneficial or more to your detriment, a lot of that could be predicated and dependent on aspects that makes the points in your chart. An adverse aspect to your natal Saturn may cause some sorrow and despondency and loss in these matters, but a sextile or trine to your natal Jupiter might be rather auspicious in these matters. So anyway, well, the next thing up is, there'll be a full moon in Taurus on November 12th. So at this time, the 3rd house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now, this could manifest in a multitude of ways. One thing, this could be about where one may become tired, exasperated, full, so to speak, and an overly obstinate, stubborn, overly unyielding, stolid, boring, even monotonous. Could be a sibling, a cousin, a neighbor, someone that you may have known from your early education. This could be also the completion or culmination of a Taurus type writing. It could be something connected, for example, with agriculture, architecture, something with building, something about money. It could be about formulating plans to make money or obtaining more money. in one's life. For example, something associated with values could just be simply a writing or communication that was very persistent, very enduring, and that finally comes to a completion or culmination at this time. And also full moons in astrology, of course, could be about revelations or unveilings. This could be about some kind of missing a monetary item or possession that you may find perhaps in your neighborhood, or maybe a sibling may have had it, or a cousin or a neighbor, perhaps even, or some kind of, it might even be some kind of maybe value you're finding out about a third house person at this time as well. And anyway, it could also be about maybe a revelation or unveiling of an overly acquisitive, overly greedy, or money hungry, or overly stubborn. Could be a sibling, a cousin, a neighbor, someone that's that's prominent in your short journeys, or somebody that was from your early education. So anyway, some cases it could simply be about a long enduring communication with somebody that might come to an end as well. Next thing up, there will be a new moon in Sagittarius on November 26th. So the 10th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now, one way this may pan out, this could be about the start or embarking on a new Sagittarius career or vocation. It could be something like something with translation, something with religion, higher education, the law. It could be travel, like such as us beginning a career as a travel agent, travel aide, a cruise director. It could be something connected with sports, or even more specifically like archery, or like teaching archery, or something with horses, giving horseback riding lessons. Anything that could be Sagittarius related. And also too, this could be also a period where you might simply just begin with a lot of like an expansive energy, a lot of enthusiasm and exuberance to attain a higher position in life, gain greater stature in life, or improve your social status at this time, gain recognition. It could also be a time too where you might, it could be about rekindling a connection with the dominant parent, which is often the father. It could be a Sagittarius sun, moon, or ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Sagittarius characteristics. And anyway, well, the next thing up is, well, Mercury will be in Scorpio. It'll be retrograde from like the 1st until the 21st. So the 9th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. This could be about a lot of deep, incisive, provocative, probing communications with in-laws, with grandchildren. It could be about, you might be going back, given it's going to be retrograde for a good part of the month, going back to talks of communications regarding maybe transforming your religion. It could be your philosophical outlook at this time as well. So could also be a time too, when I look at this, I mean, Mercury can also be about siblings. This could be about Scorpio, sun, moon, ascendant people, or simply ones that embody Scorpio characteristics. They could figure more prominently in your religion, your philosophical outlook, perhaps traveling abroad, your philosophy, matters with higher education, even matters with the law at this time as well. And given that this is, given that they can be, this could, whether they're to your detriment or they're beneficial to you, a lot of that could be predicated and dependent on aspects as mixed points in your chart. A sextile trine to your natal Jupiter can be where they're really more beneficial. But let's say that they're, this is making an adverse aspect to your natal Saturn. They might actually cause some sorrow and dejection in these matters at this time, or even some loss, or cause some hindrance, especially perhaps in matters with your higher education, or even traveling abroad or trying to expand your horizons at this time.